Right. Now, you have done some pretty major collaborations. Can you tell the people some of the major artists you collaborated with?
Hell yeah, man. I've collaborated with Crazy Bone from Bone Thugs and Harmony, Fiend, who was an artist on No Limit, Mr. Servine, who was No Limit, Chris Calico, Strange Music, C Mob. He's a really big independent artist from Indiana. Project Pat, La Chat, both 3 6 Mafia natives. T Rock, Kane, which is Crazy Bones artist. Mr. Ski, he's a big artist from Memphis. Damn, I'm forgetting some. Oh, Exhibit. And I got quite a few more. Oh, Lil Kiki, SUC. And I got some more too. The list, it feels good to forget, honestly.
Right.
Feels good.
You don't mind me asking, how do you go about landing features?
I reach out. They people. I would just reach out to them either on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter or whatever. And I'll just build a relationship with them. And some people are too much. I couldn't afford at the time, but I kind of put, hey, I'm interested in their ear, and then they see how much I support them. Then they're like, you know what, I'm doing a special today. So yeah, honestly, go directly to them because they're actual people.
Right. So I've since I've been back out, I've noticed. I see a lot of people who like, for the next 2 weeks, I'm running a special. So if you got this amount of bread, you can get it.
Yeah.
Social media is a beautiful thing, man. Y'all have no idea how lucky y'all are. Man.
I mean, I'm a little bit, see, that's one of my things too. I think kind of works against me a little bit is because I'm from the day and age where all this was before this was developing. We had to go
right
with physicals. That's why, like, bro, that's why I'm saying I'm at that age where I'm like kind of old, but I'm not. Like I keep physicals still. The young dudes be like, dog, you old. We ain't doing that no. We went to Arch Beats and Eats with 400 or 500 burnt CDs and sold them all. Like that's what we did. So I know the hustle you had to have to get yourself out there for real.
Right. So on this platform, we stand on giving game to help artists, entrepreneurs, small businesses take their hustle to the next level. So I'm gonna ask you a few questions that maybe can help the next person. So let's say you get in contact with a popular artist and they down to collaborate. What do you send them so they can write their part? Do you record and just send them a track, or you tell them this is what I'm doing? How does that whole process go?
The first thing I do is send them. I'll send them I call it a reference, and it'll be probably just enough to hear a little bit of the beat, and then if the other artist has their verse on it already, I'll let them hear their verse to kind of get a feel of it. So I'll send that to them, and then what I'll do is when they're ready to write, I'll send the instrumental to them, just the instrumental.
Okay.
You kind of gotta be cautious with certain people because you send the wrong person raw vocals or some vocals with a beat of a huge artist that could be violating a contract depending on what y'all worked out, and also people might run off with it and try to put it out, which at the end, on the back end, I'm gonna always get you back legally, but it's still like something you don't want to happen because I paid a lot of money for my features, you know what I mean? So it's not nothing to really play with.
Okay. And so you get the song recorded. what kind of paperwork do you have to have in place in order to release the record?
Well, some artists don't do it, but the smartest thing to do is, once you agree on price and everything, you want to request. If they're not offering and already got it in place, you want to request just if they can type up something saying this, that, and the other or whatever. So you'd like to have that, and then you have to have a split sheet, and that split sheet is for royalties. So if this song lands on the radio or something like that, that's a good look, because whatever percentage you work out can really accumulate to some money.
Right.
So you really want to have a split sheet saying what the producer gets, if that's worked out, the artist, blah, blah, blah. And just saying, what you can do. You also want to have, always own your beats. Always own your beats. I know it's an era where people like, you get just leases and YouTube beats, but it can come back and bite you, because these independent artists producers are blowing up and coming back and suing people.
Right.
So you want to make sure you have whatever agreement you have with the producer to use the beat, preferably exclusive rights.
Right.
And that's really important.
So the contract with the artist, you basically getting something to say, I give you permission to put this out.
Yeah.
Like that. Okay.
Yeah. Because sometimes the artist, you gotta understand, some of these artists they're from the streets too. You know what I'm saying? So even if they're on a label,
right,
give a damn. They gonna make whatever money they can here. So they got a label that legally they can't do certain things. Like they're not really even supposed to give out verses without going through them, because they want their piece. Sometimes they'll hustle on the side.
You
go to put out the track, and then the label's like, boom.
Right.
What you know what I mean? So
right.
You got to be really careful with that, because then they own that. Then they own the song too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They got all the resources in the world, so you want to just really make sure you have something to protect you. And I've seen it happen.
And along them lines, I see a lot of these cats with these samples, and it's funny because they'd be the first person to be talking about, I don't want my music on Spotify, they're not gonna pay me. You don't plan on making no money no way if you didn't clear them samples. Because if you make any noise, they gonna let you put it out. But if you get any traction,
exactly,
they coming for it all. They not coming to negotiate. They taking it all.
You know what you're doing? You're doing the footwork for them.
Right. Right.
You know what I mean? They got a million different people running with their stuff, and that's all they're doing is waiting for you to blow up. They want you to win. To be honest, that's free money.
And they pretty much setting you up to do it, because the major labels own the streaming services anyway. They know.
Exactly.
They know what you got in that song.
Exactly.
And it's just amazing. And I sit back and I'm like, I know y'all didn't clear this. I know you didn't.
I've definitely lost out on opportunities for songs to be on TV.
Uh-huh.
And like a TV show, I'll say, because of sample. Not knowing the game, not knowing, you know what I mean? Not understanding. Oh man, them fucking samples are something else. They sound good, but they're deadly. And you gotta really be careful, because in this day and age, these motherfucking producers are bad as hell. They'll use a sample and make it sound like that bitch ain't sampled.
Right.
You think they're making instruments and melodies and stuff. It's really a broken down sample.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's a crazy game.
Yeah. Yeah. You pretty much have to have a contract with the producer, having them guarantee that it's not a sample.
Hey, see, and I think that's why I've fallen out with people, because I'm that type of person. I'll ask you respectfully always, but I'll makes people feel some kind of way, though. Because I've asked people like, bro, I know there's a sample in here.